Hail and well met. Welcome to episode 16 of book 3. I think it's 16. Yes. All right. Of the Westgate Irregulars, I am Eric Scott DeVee, the DM of this campaign. Usually, we occasionally have guests and one-shots and spin-offs, and we have some cool stuff coming up this year. But right now, we're on the main track with the main story, except that the main story got diverted through a teleportation mishap. Gotta love it when that happens. I have been vamping for a while for Erin to get back, but she's not back yet. So a shout out to our non-sponsor, Four Roses Bourbon, which is my bourbon of choice during this particular session. So this session brought to you in part by Four Roses Bourbon. Not a sponsor, but, you know, call us. It's all good.
Where's Four Roses made?
I think yeah, it's Kentucky.
I think
a lot of bourbons are made in Kentucky.
Yeah, I think
Four Roses
90%
is one example
of bourbons.
I can jump in with our second sponsor first, if we like. While Erin gets herself organized.
I'm here.
Oh, she's here. Great.
Sorry.
We're all good. No worries at all. I was covering for everyone. Okay, take it away, Erin.
Hi, I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga, and I play Cecilia, who is definitely not a warlock and now is super definitely not a warlock. I'm going to tell you about our sponsor. Thank you, Steve. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, which includes Frida and Havilar and Mehen from the Brimstone Angels saga. The game is available on Steam and Web, Xbox One, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. Today, new adventures came out, and these are two of my favorites that I've written. One that has a surprisingly poignant moment, and one that is absolutely batshit. If you are here because you play the game, please go ahead, type in the command at the bottom of the screen, and it will give you a code for an Electrum Chest of your very own. Save up those gems. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should check them out at idlechampions.com.
Hey, I'm Rhiannon Held. I play Artemisia, Health Elf Sorcerer, who really likes lightning. Our second sponsor is Norse Foundry Dice. According to their website, the Foundry was instituted to introduce a series of stronger weapons in a realm where most warriors use plastic light weapons. They set out to provide weapons of heavy weight and made of pure metal that would slash through enemies with a simple flick of a wrist. When each weapon is picked up, you can feel the heavy weight of the metal in your hand, giving you undefeatable power and strength, and when you roll the dice, it feels like you are skillfully smashing the rigid armor and skin of the monster horde. Norse Foundry offers other cool gaming accessories as well as metal dice, and you can find their store and more about them at norsefoundry.com.
Hello, I'm Yinging Wang. I am a writer and a filmmaker, and I am playing Stong Macguk, the barrel-chested, barrel-wearing, very hairy heir of the Murder Bear tribe.
There it is.
I'm Stephen Merlino. I'm an author and a teacher, and I play Sturge, a god in hiding and arcane trickster, and also rather long-nosed human.
Fantastic.
Oh, I'm Randy Henderson, and I play Rogar Battle Baron, a dwarf cleric.
Awesome. Well, as Shay's recap would have it, you have found yourselves in a dungeon of unknown providence somewhere in the world now that your teleportation spell has malfunctioned. That helm of teleportation is not entirely reliable, specifically when you don't know exactly where you're going, but you've only been there and spent some time there. There's always a chance that things will go wrong. And in this case, things have gone wrong. You ended up in this crypt full of undead beholders. You made short work of them, thanks in part to your skeleton chickens. We're going to call them bone chickens, just for easy reference.
I actually forgot about those. Are awesome.
One of which perished during the fight.
Forget about Sage, the best bone chicken.
It's been a week.
No, honestly, I also forgot them, but they were amazing.
Yeah, I have marked down that Time was the one that was destroyed, so R.I.P. Time the bone chicken.
Also, the witch house ate breadcrumb.
Yeah, that's right. So there were originally 5, and now there are 3. But you have slain the undead beholders, and then you heard a creepy voice that told you to stay a while and listen in the dark. Okay, Sturge, you are looking down this passage into a darkened chamber.
Yes.
And as you are looking, something floats down from the ceiling, unspooling a number of like vine-like limbs that end in eye stalks. And you see that it is indeed a beholder. A living beholder this time.
Okay.
I'm sure
Its mighty eye glaring at you with this bloodshot gaze.
Right. And that's when
Spittle
I
dripping
go
down
like this.
its chin. Aha! Hide.
That's when I crush myself into that corner, and he says, "Beholder, in that room, living, not dead." It's very important to be out of sight of a beholder.
Out of line of sight in specific, yes.
Yeah.
All of
yes.
them. All 11.
Are we in initiative?
No. The beholder floats there, and it looks down the corridor, peering at Calith with its gaze. Calith stands stock still, unmoving.
Oh, is this where Emily wishes she'd made it to the party, to the game?
Maybe. And of a sudden, Kayla's mouth opens, and she says, "Welcome, adventurers."
Ooh.
Does she not sound like Caleb?
No, she sounds like Calith, but like deeper, and like the voice is labored, like she's fighting against speaking like this. Welcome, adventurers.
Oh, thank you.
It is unexpected, but not unwelcome for you to come into my domain. Please, name yourselves and tell me why you are here. And perhaps this need not end in your doom.
I really like the sound of that, but like, could you stop wearing our friend like a puppet, and then we can discuss peacefully?
You wish to speak in person, do you?
Or
Well.
at least not through our friend. There are other magical means.
True.
You could use a chicken.
But not sage. Sage is too precious
Yeah,
to
not
us.
sage. No, not sage. Not sage.
Well,
I
which one
suspect
died?
you
Was
can
that time?
respect my discretion.
Okay.
You are an unknown quantity, and it would be foolish to expose myself in person
I
to
can
an
understand there's
unknown
only one
quantity.
of each of us. That's probably
Not
an
to-
unknown quantity.
The sergeant says, there are 7 of us,
Oh, there's 7. Yeah, there's 7
plus
of
3
us.
bone chickens.
Aye, that's 13.
Caleb looks over at him, and then looks over at the ones with the functioning brains in the party.
Not to get presumptuous here, but wouldn't you say the same thing applies to us? Why would we want to tell you our names and business if we don't know who we're talking to?
If you wish
No,
to
little-
leave, I suppose you would like to tell me.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Rogar and be like,
Oh, group hug?
No
gonna
doubt
huddle
you
and talk
mean
about
the
it.
helm of teleportation that your dwarf wears.
Oh.
that was a private conversation, thank you very much.
It is a shame that
Boundaries are
it
important.
has
for-
exhausted its magic for the time being.
This thing has 10 eyes, but really good ears.
You can wait until it recharges, assuming you survive so long. Or you can join me and we can talk.
I mean, we're open to talking. We just want to know who we're talking to. Is it the Beholder? Are you the Beholder?
The Beholder goes. He says, they are colleagues of mine, but I am not one of them.
Well, we'd be beholden to you if you did not have an attack. That'd be great.
I have stopped Zalkalameth from attacking so far.
I do not actually laugh at the Beholder's name. But that is a very beholdery kind of name.
Well, I was gonna ask if he's got like a shorter nickname, because I don't want to. Zal. Okay.
Zal.
Well, hi. I'm Stong MacGuck.
Okay, we're doing it. Oh, I was like, what's that guy that Rogar's got the hots for? What's his adventuring company? Let's just say we're them.
Oh,
but maybe better to
I think
do the
they're
halfway
called.
instead.
I think they're called the Sacred Band of the Full Heart.
So, I don't want to call myself that. Thanks.
Well, I mean, we could do one of those.
I have a plan. Wait, no.
Yeah, I don't want to do that plan.
We could do one of those negotiation things where like half of us give our names, then they give their name, and then the other half give their names.
What's the
Payment up
first
front.
letter of your name?
Yeah, that's right. How many letters are there? Let us guess.
We could do a trust exercise where we follow in the catch. Oh, but
Just-
beholders don't have arms. So.
Could you tell us this much? Where exactly are you in relation to us? Because if we're negotiating with someone who is, for example, on another plane, we are looking at different options than someone who is behind that wall, right? Are you behind the wall right there?
No. But you raise an interesting point. I am none too far away. You have attracted some of my attention. I am busy casting in my casting chamber. But as you well know, rituals can take so very long. You are a
Definitely.
source of amusement.
Oh, God, I love when strange voices call us that. Okay.
Do you have a famous bard known for his music?
That's true. So we were, we'll be honest with you, we were just passing through, on our way to, what is the name of the onsen? Can you remind me?
Sunset Mantle.
The Sunset Mantle Onsen. And you noticed our helm of teleportation. It malfunctioned. We did not mean to pop up in your tenants' rooms. What is this? Is this your basement? Is it? Whatever it is, we really did not mean to come here. We wouldn't just barge in like that, but teleportation magic. Am I right?
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Boy, I wish I'd read that tome of leadership. 17.
Nice.
I see.
We're just little scamps.
You don't
You
want
are
us here. We don't want to be here. We both want the same thing.
That's not necessarily true.
Uh-oh.
Very well. You shall come and attend me, and I shall hear you.
Is it an insight check to see if there's anything about how Caliph is talking that reminds us of somebody we already know?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
$11.
No, doesn't seem
I am
familiar.
having a day. Cecilia is having a day, and she is very frustrated with herself for not actually paying very close attention to Kayla's word choice and such, in case this is some jerk we've already tangled with.
Sturge is going to cast message and whisper in Cecilia's ear. Do you have the true seeing gem?
I don't think so. I don't. In fact, I know. Unless I forgot it's in my bag somewhere. but it's not on this list I keep of things in my bag. I've got Wand of Paralysis and a Cloak of Protection and Deck of Illusions and my armor and this book that I really want to read.
Okay, Sturge is going to whisper to Rogar and say, "Do you have the True Seeing Gem?" You can whisper back to me.
Oh, no, the True Seeing Gem? No. I didn't think so.
Okay. Sturge is going to whisper to Artemisia now.
Artemisia never used it at all. So
Okay.
I feel like I should channel a mother and be like, well, who used it last? Where was
I'm
I?
pretty sure it was
Channeling
Cecilia. It was a long time ago.
Like, where did you
God,
last
I'm
have
mixing up
it?
Games?
When did we get
Don't
this?
know.
Because I also don't remember that.
Did we have one? Am I misremembering?
No, we had it.
Possibly.
We did.
I have some scrolls that I know I gave at least one to Sturge. I gave you Delayed Blast Fireball. And I have a
Okay.
jeweled dagger that eventually someone's going to tell me
I mean-
what's the deal with.
Stonk can cast True Seeing, but he's out of spell slot right now for it.
Rogar will hand her this it's like, oh, this is my holy symbol. Here, you can hold on to it, and it'll bring you luck. And he'll hand her a little. He clearly made it by pinching some metal.
Who?
And stuff.
Who are you
Which
handing?
To
her are you
Cecilia.
handing it to?
To Cecilia,
Oh,
because
okay.
she doesn't have she's like,
Okay.
all I've got is this, and he's like, well, here, you can have this. It'll bring you luck. Charlene's our little bless you.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Rogar. That's thoughtful.
Aye.
Just gonna put that in my pocket.
Okay.
So you hear somebody clear their throat, and you see a dark-robed figure just step out of the wall right over here.
Mr.
Our
Mrs.
He says, yes, I am a servant of the Dark Lord. Please follow me."
Okay, I'm gonna walk with him and be like, just out of curiosity, what kind of Dark Lord are we talking about? Vampire Dark Lord?
As a matter of fact, occasionally.
What? Okay. What? Okay. Does this, is this
So
Night King, or we?
Kayla kind of collapses to the ground. She's like, huh,
Oh,
well, that's better.
you okay, Caleb?
Yes, that was a very strange experience.
It didn't hurt you at all, did it?
Well, he wasn't controlling my mind, he was controlling my body. Like telekinesis to make me speak. It's very strange.
That sounds really painful. Wow.
I found it a very fascinating experience.
Dog looks at
probably,
Artemisia.
like-
Can you do that?
Artemisia's like,
Well,
So the robe figure's like, yes, this way.
okay.
So, sorry, go ahead.
does this figure look like a vampire? Or spawn?
Okay, so this figure is a human of ambiguous gender with kind of long grayish hair and very lank, pale skin, and hunched over in a black robe. They look very, very old, maybe 90 or 100 years old for a human, which is just extremely old. Sorry to all of our extremely old audience members. I'm very sorry about that ageist humor there. Anyway, and so this person is walking bent over and just beckoning you forward. They don't look necessarily undead or like a vampire or anything.
so Stong is going to approach, but is there something that we can roll to at least try to recall like ancient dark lords that we each know?
Roll history check.
History, love it.
Oh.
21.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that plus 4.
The
Jack of all
Realms is
trades for the
full-
win.
The Realms is full of dark and terrible organizations. the Knights of the Iron Throne, the Zhentarim, the Red Wizards of Thay, the Eldrith Veluthra, a number of different Dark Lords it could be. Dark Lord really just means powerful evil wizard usually, because wizards are the ones who tend to style themselves that.
But if I cross-reference like Dark Lords in my mind with undead beholders or just beholders, period, does that narrow it down at all?
That starts to sound like dark tales that you heard once about the Zhentarim.
Okay, Stong will whisper to everybody else, like, oh my god, a Dark Lord associated with beholders? Do you think it's the Zhentarim?
I mean, it's not the Eldrith Veluthra.
Oh, thank goodness. They're the worst.
They are pretty bad.
So the beholder's no longer speaking through
Beholder
Caleb.
never spoke.
That wasn't the beholder.
Yeah.
We
Is
asked
that
and he was like,
beholder
"No,
even
that's my
there?
friend."
Was it even real?
Oh yeah, I was there.
Oh, it's
he
still
just
there.
said, "Hold up, buddy. I'm gonna talk to these people."
Yeah, Zal is real. He has a name.
Okay. So Igor was the one who was talking through Caleb?
No. We
No,
still have
Igor
not
is
met who was
servant
talking.
Okay.
Our
This
mysterious
way.
host is off somewhere. He called off his beholder friend, pet, tenant,
He said colleague.
Zal. Colleague, that's true. Colleague, Zal. And then sent his minion here to come get us so we can go get our blood sucked, maybe? Unclear. Occasionally.
The minion has a three-pronged candelabra of smokily burning candles that are half melted.
Oh, that is very, very atmospheric.
Mm-hmm. Which is shedding the only light in the corridors.
Cheap candles.
So, just, can you give us any kind of idea? You clearly are a very loyal employee of your Dark Lord. So,
I cannot exceed and surpass the limits of my assignment.
could you tell us where we are geographically? That's not really something that seems like it's working against your boss. It probably will give us a better reason to listen to him, I would think.
Make a persuasion check.
This is all I can do now.
I mean, does she get inspiration for that musical song that just played?
53.
Oh, okay.
Where did that come from? Sorry, go ahead.
You had
says-
such a great idea. like the world just played music for you.
He says, "Alas, witch woman, doom has befallen you, and you have found yourself in the dark pits beneath Zentil Keep."
I'm gonna look back at Stong, who was like, I think Zentaro, and I'm gonna say, it doesn't sound like you enjoy working here. I mean, are you looking for work elsewhere?
Enjoyment is far, far in my past. Follow
Does it
me and do not
me?
deviate from the path, long-nosed one. I cannot guarantee your safety if you leave my light. And then he keeps going down this corridor.
Oh my
There is another
Okay.
corridor up here, though. Sturge, I know you want to.
Sturge, don't
I
do
know-
it.
I know you
Sturge,
want
this
to.
place is full of
Tempt the
beholders.
rogue.
They killed time. They'll kill you too.
Don't tempt me, bro. Don't tempt me.
Rogues want a rogue.
Oh, everybody's gone. Okay, so
Caliph lingers behind, inspecting the undead beholder corpses.
Sturge is studying
Don't worry, I'll
the
catch
way
up.
Sturge is studying the way this person walks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's he kind of hobbles along, like he is very weak.
He just needs to be able to imitate it exactly.
Yeah.
You make him keep talking so you can get his voice down. Do we notice you're doing this? Is this something?
You might
Is it
see
so-
me unconsciously mimicking him. You know,
guess-
sort of like in that one scene. What was the movie? It might have been Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Way.
So you didn't tell us your name, or your birthday, or your.
Social security number.
Birthstone,
I'm trying to think of a Realmsy version of social
your
security.
zodiac sign.
Yeah.
Well, for
Any important identifying information that you might want to share with your new friends?
Well,
Your school
also,
of magic.
I did
also
not
for
realize
safety,
such things mattered.
you should probably
course.
tell us where the nearest emergency exits are for our own safety and yours.
Oh, that is
Oh,
true. You do not want a safety violation on your head with this many people, especially us. We get into all kinds of chaos.
Yeah, fires just start around us all the time. I don't know.
A manner of escape. Ah, would it were so.
Oh, your true name. That's the answer. Your name, your birthday, your true name. Song, are any of these load-bearing? I mean, something.
Just waiting to see
I
a
guess that's
load-bearing
actually
statue.
This is a question for Rogar. What's load-bearing? And then Stong, can you knock it down?
Oh my. Do I can roll?
I think the answer is always, I'd love to try anyways. Doesn't matter how big it is.
So the Gentarum, eh? Is that? Are you a member of the Gentarum? What do you?
Make a
what do you call yourself?
persuasion check again.
Do you like it when people call you Zents?
We're Zentish.
Gents?
Zentalicious.
He reacts
17.
with resentment to your insensuation. Anyway,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
he looks at you sternly and says, "My master will explain all that you would know. Follow me."
Okie doke. All right. We should be like confabbing as we follow. Like, we should be looking for exits for sure.
Hi, there's this passage behind us that we just like went right by.
I mean, I feel like we should be somewhere where we feel confident in a lack of beholders, personally.
I mean, do we have some sort of way to know what's in these corridors without one of us actually going? I don't know. Maybe like a familiar? Or a...
Maybe a
Okay,
familiar.
Yes. Okay.
Stone was about to say an imp, but then he thought better of it. He caught himself.
I shouldn't let Roomba loose here. I think it would be a bad thing.
Go, Roomba, scout out the area. Roomba's like, haha, boom.
The scout is terrible. He goes squelch, 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 and then he just sits there and burbles because he can't talk. So there's no there's no reconnaissance available.
Just
with
unleash
the
movement
gelatinous
is one.
cube.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Roomba's movement is 1.
Okay,
If you
so
cast-
it's squelch,
if you cast
squelch,
haste
squelch,
on Roomba.
squelch, squelch.
If you cast haste on Roomba and
Longstrider?
Longstrider. Well, Longstrider just increases your speed by 10, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
might
So all of a sudden, Roomba's just like, zoom.
Yeah, Zumba. All right.
Still won't be able to tell us what it saw.
True.
That's right.
Then we enhance its intelligence. So we're gonna drop like 5 spells into this thing for it to like tell us some really basic shit.
Horrific.
Tongues.
Enhancing the intelligence of a gelatinous cube, and it's like, why am I Jello? Existence is horrible. Sorry.
So where am I sending Mitzi? Like just up ahead, or the corridor that we can't go down, or that we're not being?
This corridor that
Let down.
branches off to the left that we don't know, maybe?
Did Igor disappear?
He went into the room and we briefly stopped to be like, okay, what's the plan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. He's gone. Shoot, we didn't follow him.
Well, now we just gotta wander.
For the sub! Mr. Skillful Plague.
Oh, hey, thank you so much. Sorry, I was looking for like the chat so I could see the name. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
When you get into that
Mr. Skillful
room,
Plague or Mrs. Killful Plague?
Oh,
I'm good either way, to be honest.
Yeah,
They're
I like both.
excellent
I like both
names.
takes.
nice. When you get into the room, you see there are 4 treasure chests set against the walls.
Sturge.
Oh,
we're in somebody
my
else's
first
house.
reaction is to Eldritch Blast them, but not an option.
Ha! Oh.
Okay, so Artemisia is gonna just tell Mitzi to kind of, well, if Mitzi is okay with flying around like underground, we don't know.
Mitzi
how she
looks
feels
a little
about
nervous.
it. Well, just go like a little ways so that we're still talking, because you can only talk to me like directly when we're close enough. Just go not farther than that and see what's going on. Okay.
Okay, but if this goes poorly, I'm blaming you.
Well,
or more accurately, I'm blaming all of you.
I love your sassy Tressum.
All right. Yeah, your sassy Tressum heads off down the corridor. Let me see. I think I had a mini for the sassy Tressum, but let's just...
What's the plan with these treasure chests?
There we
Sturge, are you gonna...
Sassy Tressum off into the darkness.
Ruh-roh.
Well, where did the person go?
Is it into a treasure chest?
No, you just find that that set of 4 treasure chests.
There's like no doors.
Nope, just chests.
This is too obvious. These are traps. These are not. This isn't someone's bedroom where they keep their valuables. This is a fool's game.
I'm gonna grab Sarshan's arm. I am gonna grab Sarshan's arm. Yes, hold on for a second. Sturge is thinking.
What? I'm what?
I'm telling Sarshan that you're thinking, so he doesn't run up and start grabbing the chests because.
Well, I suggest that since we've been led here, and there's no one here, we simply turn around and try some other pathway. This looks. This is bait dangled on obvious hooks. I would rather go somewhere we weren't anticipated or led. First, yes.
With your passive perception, you can see that there is a word inscribed on the wall above each of the chests.
What language?
It's a commonly understood rune that signifies a particular concept. So if you speak common, you can understand it.
Okay.
The first one says courage. The second one says resilience. The third one says wisdom. And the fourth one says cunning.
Courage, resilience, wisdom, cunning.
Right.
Well, that does make it a little more tempting.
Yeah, normally when somebody marks a container, that's what the container contains. So
that makes sense, Sarshan says.
So first
is
things
this that
first,
thinking thing? I will stay silent.
Investigation. traps that I can see, like giant pit trap right in the middle of the room, anything like that?
I'd like to
you don't
investigate for
see
illusion.
Okay. Go ahead and make checks.
22 investigation.
Ooh.
Okay. You don't see any illusions or any traps.
Ooh, 20. I rolled a nat. Well, I have a dirty 24.
Are you
Okay.
going to interact with the actual chests?
No.
Hey, welcome,
not-
Raiders! It's Epic Realms. Hey, what's going on, Epic Realms?
Hey, Epic Realms.
Woohoo.
So when raiders show up, that means the next check is made with advantage. So now might be a good time to do something.
Okay, I will get the old mage hand out. Summon the mage hand, and I'll send it over to the cunning chest.
Okay.
And
That would be this fourth one here.
grope it.
What? You're getting advantage on check to grope?
Phrasing?
Yeah, I think you should, maybe.
Is it
cunning.
Is it an actual chest, or is it something squishy that's pretending to be a chest?
Well,
This phrasing, what is
The,
happening?
your mage hand tries to open the chest. It's locked, so it doesn't open.
No, it's literally. Sturge wants to know if it's really a chest. He's
Trying
literally
to see if
squeezing
it's a
it.
mimic. Does it squish
It's-
like a mimic, or does it
it-
clunk like a chest?
It clunks.
Okay. Well, of course, I didn't just send the mage hand over there without a lockpick. So we'll try to pick the lock.
Oh my god, we're the stream that just
Okay.
rolled to grope chests.
Treasure chests. Just to be clear, treasure chests.
All right. You slide your
These are
lockpick in.
sponsors. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's not quite a great fit for the lock, but you put it in there, and you try and jimmy it open, and it gets stuck.
No. Bother. Try to remove it.
No, it's really stuck.
Drat.
Smash the chest. Smash the chest.
Well, I'm not much of a
Your
smash.
mage hand starts to.
Who's standing next
Not
to
very
you?
cunning, though.
The smashing basher. Come on, team.
Oh, that
player
person.
here.
Yes. Not this person.
I was looking around the corner.
Well, go over. I'll try to pick the wisdom one.
Sarshan steps protectively in front of Cecilia. It's just like, I suspect this is going to go wrong. You know how I know that? Sturge is doing something.
Okay. A 26 for picking the wisdom lock.
Okay. You have another lockpick.
Oh, yes. I have a whole set.
He does not leave home with the one lockpick. Come on.
Just
Put a
making
little
sure.
respect on that question.
Just making sure. Okay. All right.
Also, I know Sarshan has to stand in his own square, but Cecilia would just kind of pull him back so he's not so close to the chest, because it might explode.
Yeah.
You did blow your hand off once, so it's gonna take a while to.
I was always curious what happened to your hand, Sarshan says.
Oh, whoa. Who did that?
It was me. I thought you were picking a chest.
Mage hand.
He's mage hand picking
my
the
bad.
chest. He doesn't want to lose his other hand.
Okay. So you use your mage hand
I'll
to
summon some
try and pick the
Dayball.
lock on this one.
Yep.
The lockpick slide in, and you're able to open the lock. Click.
Open the chest.
Lid's too heavy.
Right.
Well, the mage hand tries to open it and it can't.
Okay.
Oh man, amazing.
Artemisia! Artemisia, can you telekinesis a chest lid?
Yes, but if they're locked, then I would
No, he
just be.
unlocked it. It's just heavy.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Is that what's happening? I'm really just an observer here.
I don't know. He can't open it.
Well, that
No.
means she will have to let her Crown of Stars spell go.
Oh, I love
Whoa.
Because she was keeping that up because she can keep it during concentration, but that's okay.
Wait,
Then
what
she
is
can
the
just
word
fly
above that
around
chest?
instead.
What?
What is the word above that chest?
Wisdom.
That seems ironic. Let's open this unknown chest in this dungeon. It says wisdom.
Maybe there's something about wisdom that will act like the key to open it.
Whoa.
Maybe this is the correct wise one to open, and it's this slide that leads to the exit.
Yeah, my thought was that
Sure,
one of
that's
these chests
possible.
is a doorway or something.
That's my
I like how
hope
Sturge is
and
the one
my
opening the
belief.
chest, but he's like, he'll get behind everybody else.
Oh my god.
You see, the thing
I'm
about
to like walk over here
mage,
and open it
the
myself.
mage hand has a 30-foot reach.
Sturge, you kill me, man.
All right.
Sarsha goes, wait. I shall open it for you, said Celia.
Oh my god.
Stall will stand in this doorway and try to block.
Okay, well, he goes over to open it. And puts his hand on the chest.
I don't think you should be
Sturge
doing
puts
this.
the mage hand on top of his hand.
Oh, that's really nice of you, Sturge.
Like,
Comforting, isn't it?
Cecilia, get back!
Anyway, and then he goes, for some reason, my hand appears to be stuck to the chest. And then spikes start coming out of it, and a tongue lolls out of it,
Oh,
and
of
it tries to
course.
eat him.
Of
Can
course.
I'm standing next to him. Can I use the wand of paralysis and try and paralyze this thing?
Well, you can all roll initiative. Is what
Oh, I was ready for something terrible.
Well, if you roll a natural 20 on your
I
initiative.
rolled a 19.
Oh, so close.
It's not nothing. I
It
really
is not
wish I
nothing,
had
that's
something to do that wasn't wand of
8.
paralysis. Because the mimic, I don't. Oh no, mimics do talk.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I can charm a mimic with words, like not magically, but just.
With your sparkling personality.
This will not actually help, but I guess I always rationalize Cecilia having charm person as that being like the last wizard spell that she still knew, because she learned that from Lazar, which is why she never does it. And that's not a warlock spell. But technically it's all a warlock spell, so sidebar. It also won't help with a mimic since the mimic's not a person.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, seeing as we're rolling initiative and all, I'm going to say that, in fact, Artemisia did not let Crown of Stars go yet. So it is
Yeah.
still going.
She was
she has-
thinking about it, but she hasn't
She's like,
yet.
this plan seems bad.
Yeah.
And
I
Devious.
will wait.
Check me, but I think I've used 2 motes. Or maybe 3.
I think you've used 2,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
That is what I want to say I have, so.
Steven, your lockpicking has caused chat to debate about the merits and mechanics of lockpicking one-handed.
That is a good point.
It takes quite a lot of skill. It's rather like using chopsticks. You have one pick in one hand, or 2 fingers, and then in the other you use the probe. But a very skilled technician can do it.
Is this what you're practicing instead of your puppet show? Is that why the puppet show's been a little lately? But your lock picking is through the roof.
Those were the days, innocent days.
So I guess while we're setting up real quick, I just want to do a quick plug. We are doing a giveaway for those viewers who have not entered it yet. If you take a look at the right side of the screen towards the middle, there is a command there that's !ticket. If you type that into the chat, you will be entered to for a chance to win 1 dice tray plus 1 dice set of your choice from phoenixdice.com.
They are very pretty dice.
There.
And then Target.
You hit a target, just enter. Sorry, it's over, everybody. We have a winner already.
Target keeps winning the giveaways.
Yeah.
Sturge, you get to go first with your 24.
So, what do I guess so even though I probed that one, it felt like a chest.
Yeah.
When I was like groping it?
Yeah.
Mimics
Mage Hand did not reveal that it was a mimic.
Well, Sturge will...
Sorry, real quick, we had a stream question about the giveaway. It is not US only. It is anywhere in the world.
Whoa. Okay. Well, Sturge will get into position here. You know what he's going to do just for fun, because it's a new toy? He's going to cast...
There's nowhere for you to stand back there.
But he can move through those squares, right?
Yeah, but you can't stop in one of those squares.
I just imagine he just climbed on Rogar's shoulders and he started to like cast his spell. Don't move, Rogar.
Rogar's fine with us.
I definitely saw some parkour action up the side of the wall. In my head, in my heart.
Well, he has spider climb shoes, right?
That's
He
true.
does. That is true.
Yeah.
Just like, get out of my way.
Sturge,
So the ceilings here are how tall?
They are 10 feet high.
Okay.
So you could, in theory, stand above someone.
Right. Okay. So Sturge is going to move in.
Why? Why? It's fine.
And he's going to sneak attack this one. He no longer has his shadow whippy, so he's using just plain old Son of Whippy.
Okay.
Maybe this is Mrs. Whippy. Should this be Mrs. Whippy?
Follow your heart.
Is it my son or
And,
my wife?
Casting Booming Whippy. I have advantage because someone's right in next to it, threatening.
That doesn't give you advantage.
Because Sortion's
that allows you to use your sneak attack, but it does not give you advantage.
Oh, interesting.
So you're getting ready to attack it when all of a sudden it grows a huge snout and looks exactly like you, and you're so startled, but you actually miss.
Okay.
And it goes,
What?
feed me Whippy. Yeah, my mimics are like the thing. I'm just saying.
Oh, I see.
All right. So I'm going to disengage. And I have, so it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, actually.
The ceiling in this room is actually 20 feet high. This is a perfectly cube, this room.
Right. All right. So I'm going to use my bonus action to actually go up on the ceiling up above. So
Okay.
I'm not going to
Use your
disengage. I'm
bonus
just
action.
going to use the dash to go 20 feet up.
Okay.
The
Then
wall.
the thing is going to attack you if you didn't disengage.
That's correct.
Oh, here we go. All right, so this awful pseudopod snakes out of the thing and hits an AC 17.
I will go ahead and use a sheen of magic to protect myself from that.
Ping. Okay, its horrid tongue lashes against your shield but does not hit you. Okay. Cecilia, it is your turn.
I would love to do something clever, but in the absence of something clever, she's got out her the wand of paralysis, so she will use another charge on the one that is stuck to Sarshan. It is a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. I don't have good hopes for this, guys. But I think that's her impulse, is just BAM!
Okay. Let's see. Constitution save. It did make it save, unfortunately.
Boo!
Okay.
I'm gonna use a free action to curse.
Mm-hmm. Cursing is
cat,
always
just like
free action.
non-magical curse. And that's about all I can do. Boy, I hate not having any powers.
Okay, so Sarshan is grappled by the mimic. One of his hands is stuck to the mimic, but with the other hand, he is going to attack it with his sword. So... Okay. Okay. All right, so he is going to hit it, and he's going to do a bit of damage to it. He goes, sticky thing, trying to burn it off with his flaming sword. Okay, and that is going to make it the creature's turn. So, they all have different initiatives, but 2 of them are going to get to go. All right, so this one right here.
2 of them.
There are 3 creatures total.
Oh.
This one is going to attempt to bite Sarshan.
I think they're mad because we killed the Midwinter Wish gift giver or whatever that was.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what?
Brogar and his fever dream.
I know.
Does not hit. The other one is going to attempt to bite Cecilia. 16. Does that hit you, Cecilia?
Yes, because
Okay.
I actually don't have Tasha's on.
Okay.
Boo.
It inflicts 6 points of piercing damage and 4 points of acid damage. Sarshan goes, Cecilia, no! Okay, Artemisia, your turn.
That sounded really...
Well, she's going to, because she told Mitzi to stay in range. She's going to telepathically tell Mitzi, we're fighting something, stay safe, but don't go too far, because I can't come help you right now. And then she's going to use one of the motes from the Crown of Stars.
Okay.
And I'm just looking within, doesn't say anything about, okay, so within 120 feet. So we're good. And she's going to do it towards the one that bit Sarshan. And
That would be this one. This one bit out Sarshan. This one bit at Cecilia. This one is the one that's stuck to Sarshan right now.
yeah. Though, I think actually I'm going to change my mind. Just going to go for the one that was menacing Cecilia.
Okay, you're going to have to move into the actual room to do that.
Okay.
And it's interesting. The entrance to this room is actually offset from the floor of the room by about 5 feet. So it's actually a 5-foot drop down into the room.
Okay. Well, she can't telekinesis around right now.
Mm-hmm.
Until whatever trap is going to be there, it activates. So that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely hits. The thing is starting to look vaguely like Cecilia, which is very unsettling.
That's 27.
I like these mimics.
You are what you eat.
They have a sense of humor.
Okay. Yeah, you strike it and it goes, why would you do that, Mia? I love you.
What?
Ugh, dislike.
Hey, son.
So first of all, what does Stong know about mimics?
I
could roll something.
An Arcana check.
24. That is a natural 20
Woo!
plus 4.
Woo!
All right,
All
so
the things about mimics.
so the murder
Know
bears.
their birthday and their name and their true name.
One of the murder bear tribe talked a lot about mimics. He told this particular story where he was attacked by several mimics that all looked like tankards when he came in. He's not sure exactly why they attacked him, but he knows they looked like tankards because he woke up the next day just incredibly sore and with a huge, very crushing headache. So he's pretty sure those tankards were mimics. And what he told you in the story is that the mimics took the form of these otherwise inanimate objects and then would stick to you, like they have some adhesive properties, and then they would try and bite you once they're stuck to you. They can look like whatever they want, whatever they think will lure people in to bite them.
And does he know whether this like taking on the aspects of like our party members and stuff, is that something that regular mimics do, or is this?
He never mentioned that.
Interesting. Does Stong know that mimics can talk, or if they can talk?
You're pretty sure that, like, he never mentioned anything like that. All he said was that they took on the form of inanimate objects. They're like little beasts. They're like animals.
But these have been talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been saying stuff. Okay, so I think what Stong is going to do, once knowing all of that, he's going to move into the room. He's going to... What kind of action would it be to hand an item to somebody?
An action.
An action. Okay.
Well, actually, no. I guess it would be an interact with object action. If you have it in your hand.
Okay. I think for this round, Stong is going to cast Tongues on Cecilia. And then he is going to say, maybe if they talk to us, you can get some of them to fall back. It would seem really rude for us to go into somebody's home and start smashing their stuff.
So just to be clear, the one that is next to me bit me, but am I stuck to it now?
No.
Okay. I am gonna give Stog a look like, what? But I'm not opposed.
So you cast Tongues on Cecilia, right?
Yep.
And you spoke to her in just common?
Yeah.
Or did you speak to her in a different language?
Nah, common. There'd be no reason to use another language.
Sure. Okay. The last mimic, the one that got groped by the mage hand, which is stuck to Sarshan, is going to start gnawing on Sarshan. Fortunately, Sarshan's body is coated with this shining eldritch energy that's spawned by his tattoo, which protects him from taking damage.
I think Cecilia would be happy about that, but I'm like, man, it's nice the NPC was prepped for losing his Warlock pact.
He's part paladin.
Yeah, I know. He's already
could have multi-classed. Anyway, Rogar's turn.
Oh, okay. He advances. He sees what's going on. He also wants to check what does he know about. What does he know? It's gonna be. No. That's about right for Rogar. So, what does he know about?
Actually, you know what?
With his 3 arcana.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
Aye.
the tattoo that Sergeant has was part of his service, the Golden Raven, so maybe it doesn't function anymore. What does that make his armor class if I turn that up? Oh no.
Listen, I'm allowed to be annoyed without you punishing me for being annoyed.
I'm not punishing you, I'm punishing him. All right, but yeah, this reveals that his barrier tattoo is no longer functioning. The fangs just sink right into him. He's like, oh no. All right, with your massive 3 Arcana, Rogar, you can tell nothing about these creatures.
Oh,
they're existentially horrifying to you.
What do I think I know about them?
You think that they are demons from beyond the mortal realm, sent to destroy all of you.
Okay, and what is the natural enemy of these demons? What is like the...
There is no natural enemy. They're unnatural creatures.
What do they fear the most?
I have no idea.
All right, then I'm going to
maybe something natural, like maybe love and acceptance. Maybe tea parties. You don't know.
Okay, Rogar will cast a minor illusion.
Okay.
Because he, he's been working with Artemisia for some time to learn a little bit of sorcery, and he's finally think he's managed the impressive cantrip of minor illusion, and he casts, and he'll cast this thing from his fever dream, the midwinter wish giver or gift giver or whatever. He'll cast that between one of the creatures and Cecilia, and have it shaking its head disapprovingly at the...
Okay, so Forgotten Realm Santa appears and starts shaking its head disapprovingly at the mimic.
Exactly.
All right. Round 2. Sturge.
Muted.
Sturge is muted. Mark that on your
I was talking. I wasn't talking. Sturge is going to use his bonus action to activate the Tome of Stilled Tongues, which has a haste spell in it. And with his haste spell, he's going to...
it has been a long time since you've activated me.
Creepy.
Yes, did you have something you wanted to share with me?
No, I thought you had forgotten all about me, about our special connection.
No, I haven't. What do you think about my current host?
He seems like a drama king.
Yes, I agree. Thank you. It's been nice chatting. Sturge is going to go down the wall, and he's going to get the booming whippy going and bring it down with a punishing thrust.
Are we not doing phrasing?
My goodness.
Another natural one. Oh my god.
My goodness.
Wow, that is a pairing.
What is going on with Roll20 today? All right.
So I rolled a 1 and a 20 as the advantage. Now,
yeah.
Dropping down from the ceiling, it wasn't advantage.
No. Sorry, buddy.
Right. Well, I do have 2 attacks. So
nice.
It spawns its own Mr. Whippy and deflects your Mr. Whippy.
Oh.
Whoa.
I like you,
a
demon.
cool mimic.
And then its long-nosed face looks at you like, ah.
All right. The second attack is a 23.
Yeah, it hits.
And it goes for 15 plus shrouds it in a shivering thunder. And the sneak attack does 16.
Oh my god, okay.
So that's 31 points. And then Sturge is going to, already used his bonus action, he's going to use the last 5 feet of, you know what, to retreat.
And you did disengage?
No, I didn't disengage. No.
Oh, okay. Well, an opportunity attack then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to try and pseudopod you. So Mr. Whippy in its limb turns into a massive pseudopod tongue that tries to wrap around you. But 12 AC is not going to do it. So.
No. Dodged it. Did it. Right. Okay. Good.
Cecilia.
Oh, one quick question. Do I think these things have a longer reach than 5 feet?
You don't know?
I haven't seen them reach like 10 feet. Okay.
You have not.
Okay. I'm going to beckon to it. You know, like fencers do.
Mm-hmm.
They do that thing where they go and stand on guard with the actual Mr. Whippy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Cecilia's turn.
Okay. Well, so I have this tongue spell on me. So I guess I will try and intimidate the mimics. Woo. I guess. I'm not sure I can intimidate a mimic, but it's worth a shot. I will kind of just pull myself up straight and be like, we are guests of your master, and I don't think this is the welcome he had intended for us. All of you need to back off right now so that we can continue on our way.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
23.
Nice.
Woo!
Do I have to pick a language to say that in, or if I just say it will be the language they need to hear?
Well, what tongues technically does is that you gain the ability to understand any spoken language you hear, and when you speak, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target and understand, that can hear you, can understand what you say.
Sweet. Okay. So weird, garbled, multi-planar language comes out of my mouth, but it sounds totally normal to everybody else. So let's say that.
So the creature looks at you, and it spawns another face that looks like your face. So now it has 2 faces that look like your face.
Oh, good. That's necessary.
And it goes,
Okay.
This is what you sound like.
Does it let go of Sarshan?
No.
All right. That I assume is my action. I can't do anything else.
I will let that just be a bonus action. So you can do an actual action too if you like.
Can I open this chest in front of me that I think is the exit?
You certainly can try to do that, yes.
He locked the door behind him. Just screw all of this and let's just go find the dark corner and sleep it off until we can use the helm of teleportation. I'm gonna try to open the chest.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
This one is not a mimic.
In the chest, you see a swirling pit of fire. And at the bottom of that pit of fire appears to be a gem of some kind, like a black stone.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know what I'm looking at?
Yes.
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Nope. Okay.
I'm just like, all of this is stupid garbage.
Okay, Sarshan keeps wailing on the mimic that's stuck to him. Says, no, bad mimic, bad. Just keeps hitting it. Let's see.
I need more magic items. Yeah. Because if I can't convince a mimic to do anything, guys, I'm not useful.
I mean, yeah, well. Okay, so, yeah, he hits the creature, doesn't quite kill it. Oh, wait, that was a crit. Okay, he does kill it. Sorry. Okay.
I'll just.
All right, so he killed one of the creatures.
Tape pull my weight here.
All right, this one is going to shimmy up the wall towards Sturge. And it lashes out with its pseudopod tongue thing at Sturge. 20 to hit Sturge.
That he's been fencing with?
Yep.
It takes some thunder damage first.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Here it is. Boom for 6.
Boom.
Little boom.
I like how you renamed that to Boom Move Thunder.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, so it gets 20 to hit you. Does that hit you?
No, because I'm gonna burn another shield spell.
Okay.
It's having a bad day now.
So this other one that's attacking Cecilia just keeps moaning at her, and like it sprouts more limbs that kind of contort against the wall, reaching out and scrabbling on the wall. It doesn't actually attack though. Artemisia. It seems to be in some deal of torment.
So I realized that using a moat from the Crown of Stars is a bonus action.
Oh.
So she's definitely going to do that, and she's going to do something else.
Yeah, blast away.
Well, she's worried about people. I mean, this is a good thing. She can split between the two things. She often has to choose one of. She is going to. Sarshan is the only one hurt, or the most hurt?
I believe Cecilia took some damage as well, or am I incorrect about that?
I did take some damage, yeah.
Okay.
I am at. Oh, sorry, the little close window, close. Okay, what does it say on the stream? I have 70 hit points out of 102, so I'm okay. I'm mostly just pissed.
She's worried about you.
The situation. Fair.
So she's gonna do Cure Wounds, 2nd level. So. If I can type. $23.
Thank you.
And
it's a nice
the
solid
bonus action
there.
of the moat. She's gonna moat the same one she did last time.
Okay.
So that is I rolled a 20 on the attack roll.
Well, that's gonna hit.
Okay. How does that work for critical hit damage or no? I don't know what
it does do a critical hit, yeah. It's just like any other attack. How much damage does the thing do normally?
4d12.
Okay, so it's 48 plus, go ahead and roll your 4d12.
Nice.
I'm just going to tell you right now, that's going to kill the thing, though.
Let's wrap it up. How
low
killed is it going to be?
Okay, well, it had 31 hit points, and you just dealt 64 damage to it, so you massively overkilled it. It just explodes into chunks.
Take that.
It had started to look sort of like a horribly mutant Cecilia, and then it blew up all over Cecilia and Stong and the rest of the room.
Stong opens his mouth. What does it taste like?
Ew.
It tastes like plastic.
Does Stong know what plastic is?
Now he does.
All right. This mysterious substance called plastic. I
Tastes
just
vaguely.
invented it.
It tastes
like
vaguely oily. Okay. All right. Stong, there is one mimic left, and it is scurrying up the wall in a fashion reminiscent of Sturge's spider climb slippers.
Well, I guess Stong turns to Cecilia and he's like, do you want to be a giant ape?
Yes. I never thought about it till this very moment. But I do.
So
I mean anything right now. Anything.
He
this
offers
is
her a high five.
interminable. High five.
Boom, casting some polymorph. She's gonna turn into a giant ape.
Oh my god, okay.
The one thing I want to know is, I can't remember if tongues is a concentration spell or not. That's the only thing I need to check. It is not. Great. So that means not only are you a giant ape, but you are a giant ape that can talk to anybody that knows a language.
I have a
Yay!
question,
Wow.
DM.
Yeah,
What happens if the giant ape tries to turn into a wolf?
Yeah.
that is
Does
a
it turn
good
into, like,
question that
giant
we
ape
have
wolf?
not handled yet.
The polymorph spell replaces all the feats that you have by default. It's not wild
Yeah.
shape.
So the wolf
I think
is
you're
not
unable.
also-
You're unable
Okay.
to use that
Okay,
ability while you're a
fine.
giant ape.
I'm just saying, rule of cool.
That would be super
But
cool.
okay.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, polymorph is kind of like a curse, really. Like when you have it, you're kind of cursed to be in this form that you didn't choose for yourself. Unless you did choose it for yourself because you're Stong, you know?
No, I high-fived.
Yeah,
I did choose.
yeah,
Okay. So I'm a giant ape now.
right.
Cool, 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 cool.
Stong is then gonna move and stand in the doorway. That's it.
Yeah, the giant ape is going to push you out of the way, actually.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh my god. What do you think Cecilia looks like as a giant ape?
That's a good question. I assume that, she's got dark hair, so she probably has dark fur. I assume the eye color is the same, that kind of goldy brown. I would like her to be just big and muscly, though, which is not the Cecilia thing. And probably when it looks at you, you get the sense it might be judging you a little.
Judgmental ape. Oh, no.
Fur is a little messy.
What have we unleashed?
That's true. They have the furs a little.
Okay, Rogar.
I think Stong just kind of blocked me, so he'll just shout, "Sturge! You're the one who's supposed to be mocking! Don't take that from a stupid mimic!"
You could walk past me. You could walk past or cast past me, yeah. You could always walk past friendly units.
Okay.
Imitation is the best form of flattery.
I think he'll just hold his action maybe to heal or something and let Sturge do his thing. I don't really have a good angle or anything on it. So.
All right, round 3, Sturge.
Well, how's this thing looking? Pretty bloody?
Yes. There is blood leaking out of it, and it seems to be damaged.
Okay. I'm just gonna give it a nice
Moving
straight,
uncontrollably.
straight lunge straight for its eye.
Which of the 7 do you mean?
The one in the middle.
Okay. Well, that is going to hit, so.
Okay, so again, 16, and sneak attack. does 15 again. Same exact damage. 31 damage.
Yeah, you definitely slayed this creature.
Ah, okay.
Woo!
It is now sheathed in magic. Oh, its corpse is. And then I'm going to move all the way over here to this corner and do some perception. Like, is there a secret door over in that area? This is my haste allowing me to do this.
Rogar's like, go on yourself, Sturge.
You're looking for a secret door?
Ooh,
Oh, crit.
nice.
27. Investigation.
Okay, so you are feeling along the walls and you do not find any secret doors.
Ah,
But you're
alright.
pretty sure that there's nothing there. So it's not like you just had a null result. You just
Right.
are certain that there's nothing there.
Okay. Well, that will be the end of my turn.
Cecilia, the giant ape,
Yes.
your turn.
All right. So the mimics are all dead,
Looks like it.
and there's this thing. I mean, I kind of want to reach in and take the gem, but I also don't know if that's the best idea.
What are you talking about?
This chest that I looked in a minute ago there's a ring of flames, and then there's a gem at the bottom.
Ah,
It seems very sinister from the way it was described. But my Arcana check was lay garbage. So,
Well,
but I don't have another thing to do, so I'm gonna stick my hand in the chest and grab that gem.
Great.
If I take a bunch of damage, I turn back into myself. That's how this works, right?
I mean, you've got like over 150 hit points or something, so yeah, we'll see.
And that's what happens, right? If I lose all
Yeah.
the hit points, I turn back into Cecilia.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick my hand in the chest and grab it.
Theoretically happen, yeah.
it won't keep you from being cursed, though.
Yeah, but I'm already feeling real cursed right now, and I don't see another way out of this. And
Okay.
play guess the wall is not Cecilia's
Yes.
style.
So you reach into the flames, and the flesh of your apey appendage starts to blacken and crisp, and you can smell the fur burning.
Gross.
You take 25 fire damage,
Okay.
and you do grab hold of the gem and pull it out.
Yeah.
Okay, you're now holding the gem in your smoking, blackened, furry paw.
Barely felt it.
It's
do
funny
have a lot of hit
because
points
when the
in
ape
this.
speaks, you can all understand what she says.
Oh, do you need healing, Cecilia? Or no? You're fine?
I mean, it feels okay. Like, it doesn't smell great, but
Oh, okay.
now that I have it out, is it possible to make another Arcana check and
Yeah.
maybe have a little more info?
Like, you're pretty sure she's just making ape sounds, but you can understand exactly what she's saying.
Ah, 22. That's better than an 8.
Okay,
Smarter as a monkey.
sure enough,
Technically untrue, but we'll just roll with it.
sure enough, there is a little bit of transmutation conjuration magic about this stone, and you think that it is some kind of teleportation anchor.
Okay.
Oh.
I think this might be how we get out of here.
Or why we got here in the first place. It diverted our teleport.
I
Oh,
mean,
it's a red
maybe,
stone.
But Rogar, you keep that helmet in your backpack, right? I mean, it might
It's on
get
my
banged
head.
around.
Aye,
Oh, you just wear it all the time?
aye,
Just in case.
aye.
Fair.
Oh,
I mean, you never know.
Oh, that's what helmets go, right? Yes, I wear it on my head. Okay.
You never know when you're going to encounter a haunted ladder.
Aye.
so
That's not a joke.
Yeah, that's not a joke. That's deadly serious.
I believe at some point we in the distant past we had identified our items, right? So Stong
Yeah.
knows what Rogar's helmet is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Stong will ask Rogar, hey, do you know if we're underground? Like, did your helmet go off?
Right. I can tell you. Let's see.
He has to think about it, which is just basically the same as me saying that you have to remind me that you're doing it.
Okay. I see. Well, I can tell. I know our current depth and the nearest way up.
Okay. Yeah, you are at least a mile underground.
At least a mile underground.
That's real far.
There is no way out of here. No physical way out of here.
And I cannot sense any exit. At least no like tunnel or stairs or nothing that would lead us up.
Well, at least that solves the question. Emergency exits.
That stone's like the color of red, like port wine, right? Like it's a nice deep red, so it's like a port key, like. Probably would get us out of here.
It is very, 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 very dark red, this stone. Like it looks like it's almost black. But when you see it with a little light on it, it has a faint red sheen.
Do we have any sense of how to use this?
With your Arcana check, you think that you could, well, someone who has arcane abilities could direct magic into it and activate it, and it would take you elsewhere in the complex.
Okay.
To wherever it's programmed to send somebody.
But someone else can. Alternately, I am going to shout, "Hey, Dark Lord! We're stuck in your closet! You don't want us to start knocking down doors! We could use a little help!"
Did the assistant kill themselves on this gem? Like, how do they get anywhere like in this place without their assistants dying?
I have a theory that there is no Dark Lord, that the Beholder is the Dark Lord.
Do you want to go back and talk to him?
Not necessarily. I'd rather like to explore this place while we're here.
Oh, you mean Zal? That Beholder has a name.
Sal.
Well,
Sal.
Artemisia, I don't know if you can, if yours will work right, but if you put some magic in this, it'll open the portal, and we can go see where the guy who is leading us went.
I mean, that seems like we are going to get there eventually, so might as well.
Okay, you're going to hand over the stone to Artemisia?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, we should all be in agreement that we're gonna do that before we start charging it up. But that, I just want to be clear, is an option that I think Artemisia is the best person to take. And also, we should go drag Caliph away from those beholder bodies before we leave her behind.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And she'll call Mitzi back too. I'm gonna leave Mitzi here randomly.
Okay.
So everybody. I mean, we could explore forever, but I think that the Dark Lord sort of watching us and being like, "Hey, come talk to me," we should go talk to them.
This seems like an opportunity.
But the Dark Lord led us into a trap room and isn't here to talk to us. I don't know why we should take them at their word that they want to talk to us. I think they just want to play with us.
It's more like that person might know where the exit is, because if Rogar's helmet is correct, and it should be, there's no way out. We are in an enclosed dungeon with only planar magic to jump us out. Teleportation.
We just need to rest. Is that it? Rest the helmet. Rest.
Yeah, I guess so.
The helmet will activate. How many times can it do that little trick per day?
I believe the instructions said one recharge per dawn.
Oh. Okay. In any case, where would you suggest we find this Dark Lord?
I mean, this teleportation crystal. I think this is where Igor went.
Yeah, I think we were providing amusement by like flailing around, and now we found it.
I see.
now we can go on the next step to whatever amusement we
What?
caused there. But
Out of curiosity, what is the word over the chest that had the gem in it?
Resilience?
Resilience.
Well,
Yeah,
we've
do
shown
it.
that, I think.
I'm game. I'm game. Let's play along.
Let's get
Hi.
Caliph back and Mitzi back.
Caliph is
Caliph
back.
kicking and screaming away from the holders that she can't take with her. Unless they fit in her bag. If you
And
put
Okay.
it in your purse,
if the helmet
you can take
recharges at dawn, that just means we have to wait for dawn. We don't have to rest, right? But do we know when dawn is? Do we know what time it is?
That is a good question. Also, how long are we into the non-detection spell?
Oh,
So we only have 24 hours before we might have more visitors.
Well, you were enchanted with the non-detection spell at about dawn of the previous day.
Okay.
So
Wow, we went out drinking at dawn? I guess I had a really hard time. I thought it
You
was
were-
night. I honestly
were-
was picturing it as night.
you were day drinking a little bit. It's true.
I mean, you know,
Purple lady was hopping for mornings.
we've been through some stuff.
Okay,
All right.
let's see. No, it might have been, okay. I'm trying to think back now. So, all right.
If you tell me that the purple lady is at a full house at 5 a.m., I will just go, oh, wow.
No, I'm pretty sure the regulars trickle out by about 3 a.m. at the...
Okay, but side note, have you ever been to a casino early in the morning? There are
Oh, those are-
absolutely people there.
those are
Casinos-
the scary ones, though.
Yeah.
Like the grim sort of face, sort of like just playing the slots or whatever.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
I was
hard-headed.
in Las Vegas for a month, and that is a weird place. It is a weird place. Time is an illusion, and
Yeah.
they make sure of it.
Okay,
Okay.
so, okay, a couple things. One, the non-detection spell is still up, but you think that when it gets to dawn of the following day, it will probably expire. Two, Mitzi shows back up, and she says, yeah, let's not go that way. Definitely not that way.
Okay. My familiar is saying that we should go this way.
Tell them that your familiar is saying they should definitely not go that way.
Artemisia relates that.
It's making me want to go that.
Caliph
Alright.
is not there when you go back to look for her.
So shady.
You see the remains of her bone chickens just collapsed on the ground.
Sage!
Can we save Sage and put her in a bag so that when we find Kayla, she can fix her up?
Do you remember which one was Sage?
We know Sage anywhere.
Yeah.
That's right.
Once again, put some respect on that question.
Okay.
Is there something I can roll? Is there something I can roll?
Yeah, you can roll 1d3.
1d3. Oh man.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, you collect Sage's bones.
Excellent.
All right.
But we leave
Okay.
the other chickens.
They gave their all.
Rosemary and Basil.
R.I.P.
Those two.
R.I.P.
So it was Time who died last
Yeah, it
week.
was time
Time
that
died.
perished. And breadcrumbs perished as well.
Parsley
The,
is somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, the witch hunt.
Yeah,
the witch hunt
parsley.
ate breadcrumbs. Anyway, yeah. So you activate the gemstone by sending some arcane energy into it. Swirling blue magic appears around you,
Ooh.
and you find yourself falling backward and taken elsewhere.
Seems like a good time for a break.
Yep. Here it's up for our break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go away.
Cool.
Whee!
To the back hour of the session. Here we go. So, you adventurers, you found yourselves whisked away to another place entirely. Swirling green, I said green, swirling blue magic fades around you. You find yourselves in a hallway with a circle at one end with this blue glow in it, and some kind of square platform at the other end. There's also a door. Artemisia, you're right next to the door. What do you do?
I'm not going to just open it and walk.
Cecilia, you were still a giant ape.
Okay. Sorry, we're heading toward the glow?
You came from the glow.
We came from the glow. Okay, so I'm pointing the wrong direction, I see. But I can't turn myself around. Okay, well, I'm just very transfixed by the glow. I will go, you know what? I feel very powerful. I will go ahead and march through the door. Because why not?
Okay, the door's right here. So that's the square platform.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. No worries. It's fine. It's not super clear because there's a dark space there.
I am weirdly, like, the fact I can't turn my mini is weirdly flustering. But okay, so what's in the door? I can't seem to grab it. I don't understand. Like, it's not popping up the little tail. So, but that's okay.
Well, the little tail is currently on the left side because I had turned it already.
Discreetly move out of.
Oh, I see it. It's very small and hard to see.
Then you turned
again. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to get in the weeds about this. So okay, so there's a door.
Celia pushes people out of the way. I want to warn everybody about this map. I couldn't get it to match the scale correctly, so the pieces will not snap to spaces. Sure. So you have to be a little more
we're all sturgeons.
Creative, which means sturgeons. You have huge headaches here.
It's like Spartacus, but with a grid.
All right.
I'm Sturge.
There's an unusual sized and shaped room.
Okay. Guys, there's an unusual sized and shaped room in here.
With a rounded stage leading up to double doors right here at the top, and there are also a set of double doors at the other end.
Ooh, Sturge, a stage.
Okay.
And stone.
Sarshan's following along behind Cecilia, but he's like, "Am I protecting you? Are you protecting me?"
I mean, he's the smart one right now. I don't know.
I'm just gonna go marching ahead. Yeah, what have you done? What have you brought here, Song?
At one point, I read this like story about a giant ape and like the princess that they loved. You should definitely carry Sarshan and lovingly.
Cool. I'm gonna pick up Sarshan and throw him on my shoulder because why not? I'm very suggestible right now.
Okay, if you had a tail, it would be wagging.
Cool.
Sarshan seems to oddly enjoy this type of treatment. Okay.
Do you guys have a preference for the curved doors or the not curved doors? Because I'm gonna kick one of them in or punch one of them in. I think punch. Feels good. Feels like a possum. Is it just my choice? I get to choose?
Dealer's choice.
I'm gonna punch these in. I'm gonna go up the stairs because they're higher and that seems closer to getting out of here. So I would like to punch these doors in.
All right, you punch those doors in. They give way.
I will set Sarshan down before I do it, so I can do a double punch like this.
They give way before a lot of effort is expended, and you see a wizard's laboratory. Tables covered with books and potion vials and bubbling beakers. You see a wizard in some kind of black robe with orange and like a mask that he's wearing, and you see Caliph not too far away, looking through a book on one of the tables. Also, you see a number of beholder zombies just kind of floating there, not moving.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn to Caliph and say, "This lone wolf thing you're trying out, I don't approve of it."
She says, "Oh," slaps the book closed. She says, "Oh no, I just, well,
went off without us. I get it. I'm guessing you're the Dark Lord because you've got a mask on." Guys, for real, I'm not smart right now.
So he's big and imposing. He looks like he could handle himself in a fist fight. Not
But
with
I'm
a
a
giant
duh.
ape, of course.
This wizard who's stuck underground doing research looks like he can handle himself in a fist fight. I love it.
Technically, we went through a portal, so are we underground now?
Ooh, good question.
Good question.
I just love it though.
What does Rogar sense with his?
You see
What's
the
he
little
got to do?
scientist in his robe, and then he's like fist fight, and he like rips off his scientist robe, and he's just like freaking muscular with like eight back.
Come at me, giant ape.
Sorry about all you really athletic, muscle-bound boxer scientist viewers. I'm sure we have a few.
Love you.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Look, he might just be
Cheaties.
really like, just really bulky. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe he's a wizard who multi-classed in monk, and so he ruined his level 20 aspirations.
Anyway, so he looks up at you and he says, "Ah, yes. Don't worry about the doors. I'll have someone fix them."
I was
Or
not
you need
going
a
to worry
good
about
contractor,
the doors.
Artemisia probably.
He says,
Are
"I
you
see
one
you
who
have
they
come
controlled
ready to
earlier?
fight." And he pulls up his staff, which starts crackling with lightning.
What?
Rude?
Whoa. We were going to talk. Were you the one that we
picked out-
agreed?
You punched down my doors and sent in one of your companions as a giant ape. That does not suggest that you wish to walk.
Excuse. Stop. I need words. I need to word better. Can you
okay.
do the thing?
Yeah. And then Stong basically offers another high five. Ow. And then
Bob, knock you down.
and then the polymorph form
alright.
drops.
I
All right, let
missed
me,
that already a
Let me
little.
get her token
I
back.
mean, if you're ever having a
Definitely.
rough day, it lasts an hour.
I mean, yeah, that was some power.
I could cast it multiple times.
Okay, Cecilia reappears. The
Oof,
wizard
Okay.
looks at her appraisingly and says, "Huh, I had not expect the witch to be the one that you turned into the giant ape. You are interesting. Welcome, dear
I'm
lady."
just gonna point out, Sarah, that in leading us to you, you left us in a trap room full of mimics. So maybe this high and mighty "you knocked my doors down" act is not the way to go.
Did you
We're really
follow
on
the
equal footing
Geist?
here.
I
what?
see you followed the Geist. Yes,
Geist.
that creature has been troublesome.
So what
said they were
actually
your
happened?
assistant.
What actually happened is you left us in a room with some dead beholders.
I suspected you'd
Geist.
find your way to me eventually.
I don't think you get to complain about the doors. Let's all be real honest with ourselves here.
I think it is
Plus-
my chamber. I can complain about what I like.
You know, to be fair, I think
you're
she
the
was
one
just
that
knocking.
has to
Your
sleep
doors
with
were
you
weak.
at night.
Fair enough. I
What is
am.
the green area?
So there's this field of just green glowing magic there.
Ooh.
He says, "It has been too long since I have dealt with adventurers, and yet any length of time is too short. I am Manchun of the Zentarum.
Oh my god.
Welcome."
Do any of us know who that is?
Yeah. What do we need to roll?
All of you know that name from stories. He's the
Rogar
world
says,
famous.
"Bless you."
He says, "Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Now that
Well,
you know
fuck.
my name,
There's our one
how
F-bomb.
about you tell me why you have come?"
What I told you before is the truth. We came by accident and we'd like to leave, and it sounds like you'd like us to leave, so we're all in accord here. I'm sure that a powerful wizard like yourself could just help us get out of here.
I could, yes. But what would be the benefit to me?
We
Sir.
wouldn't be here.
Mr. Lord Manchun, I've heard of you, and I've heard many tales of your great generosity. We come bearing gifts for you from exotic lands. Like,
what are these tales of my generosity? I have some bards to murder.
We already did it. We already did it. Sergeant
Darcy says, "Oh, me."
It was all the yep. We did that for you. So really, you kind of owe us one. And all we're asking for is.
Why don't you bring your charming companion into the chamber with you? I see that she is lingering without.
Oh, Artemisia's still outside.
Yeah.
Come say hi.
Oh no.
There. He waves his hand, the doors rise up and put themselves back into the wall.
Okay, now you really can't complain about the doors. You got to show off there. Doesn't that feel good? Being able to show a nice little piece of magic like that, that was very tidy.
What will you offer me in exchange for your freedom?
I said we won't be here annoying you. Let's be honest.
I
That's
can
a
make
pretty
you
good
not
deal.
be here annoying me as well.
Oh, Cecilia. Maybe.
Yeah, what?
Oh, I think this guy's really bad news. I don't think we should really try to.
He waves his
Okay.
staff, and a creature shimmers out of invisibility. It's another beholder,
Oh, good.
and it floats over to him and says something in deep speech,
Which I can understand right now.
you can understand right now, and it is, "These fools have nothing to offer you, Manchun. Slay them and continue on with the research." And he looks over and then looks back to you.
Crap sticks. Okay. Well, why don't you tell us what you need? Because as far as we know, the great Manchun, Dark Lord of the Shintarum, doesn't lack for anything. So what is it that we could help you with? Research? By which I don't. I'm just asking. I'm not pre-offering.
Do you need love?
Drogar, shush.
Oh, okay.
What about
I am
this?
beyond such things. Far beyond.
What about this?
The beholder
one of
goes. And she's like, "That wasn't a joke. That was serious." And he looks back to you and he says,
Do you need
well,
a new nemesis? Because we have someone who could be your new nemesis.
Oh yeah.
I did bury
we
one of
have
my nemesis
options.
deep recently.
Options for this plane and alternate planes.
Hey, what does nemesis mean? He says to Artemisia.
Are you volunteering, little witch?
Oh, no. I am definitely not up to your level in that case. But there's this chronomancer, the Golden Raven. That would be a notch in your belt messing her up, that's for sure. Or, there's always a classic. You could go get that Lilton guy.
Oh, yeah.
Artemisia's
We
like,
even help!
Nemesis
Maybe.
is like one true love, but the opposite.
Rogar's like, we shouldn't send him after the Golden Raven because she might absorb.
You.
She.
But Lilton
Never mind.
could do Lilton.
I mean, I don't think
He
we.
raises a hand.
I do have a different offer, unless you have something to suggest.
He says, "You mentioned a name, Lilton.
Yes.
What do you know of this creature?"
Well, just to check, I'm curious. Are you guys friends? Do you already know him?
Like that creature can have any friends. Like
I know,
can have any
right?
friends.
Okay.
We
okay,
recognize
great.
each other for what we are.
Yeah. No, we also have tangled with him. We know he's the worst.
You offer me
he-
his secrets then.
Yes.
You look back at Artemisia like, do you know any good dirt on Milton? We'll tell you everything we know.
Everything we know.
Except
So you would be my agents then.
Sure.
That is your
against
offer?
Lilton? What exactly does that mean? Just to be clear, because, you know, I mean, you wouldn't want agents that just agree to everything. That's not a good agent.
True enough. All right,
We
Sturge.
want to do this. They're not a good organization.
With your,
We are really low on options.
Sturge, with your passive insight, you have noticed that you still had detect invisibility going.
Oh,
So you should have seen that beholder, but you didn't. And come to think of it, you should have seen through the illusion blocking the wall that the ghost came through, but you didn't. You want to make an Arcana check?
yes, I was just going to say.
Fantastic.
Wonder if they are somehow ethereal, coming from the ethereal plane, or...
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay, so you make some connections here. The connection you make is that divination magic seems to be suppressed in this place.
So you couldn't scry it. Mm-hmm.
So are we gonna get an apartment in Zental Keep? Is that the plan?
Well, just like chisel off a few of the like stones from the wall. Take them with us.
Do I see any runes or anything that might be generating that suppression?
Well, there's a huge field of green magic.
That could be doing it.
Possibly.
Is there a pillar in the middle of that? Is that what that dot
Yeah,
is?
There
Oh
is.
my god.
It's like a big crystal that's shedding this magic.
Is it a green crystal?
Yeah.
Can I roll something to see if I recognize this? Is this like a famous crystal or just a crystal? Or maybe
You
like
can
what
make
kind
an
it is?
Arcana check and see if
Alright.
you can figure out what that thing might be.
17.
No, you don't know.
Okay.
Whoa.
Some kind of
it-
magical power source.
Oh, okay. Is
Like a
some kind
magical
of primal,
battery.
raw source of magic?
Maybe. Don't read into it being green.
Okay, good.
I'm just saying, like, green just happens to be the color of the magic. All right, he says, I am the spy master of the Zentarum, and I am always in need of good agents, those who know the arts of discretion and of persuasion.
Discretion, that's definitely us.
We have those skills all together as a group.
I perceive that you are in hiding.
We are trying to avoid someone, but we've
There
got
is
that
an
under
anti-divination
control.
spell active upon you, is there not?
Yes, and we have got more permanent things coming. I hope.
Do you?
That's the plan.
From a reliable source.
Yes. I don't know, actually. Because I feel like I want to trust Illyra, but this was very friend of a friend. And I think Cecilia is a little bit skeptical until the thing's in her hand. But
Well,
she doesn't want to say Illyra is a liar, because that's not true either. I think
Were you to
it is
become-
true, but different.
were you to become my agents, I could shield you from divination.
What is involved in becoming your agents?
Favors to be declared at a future time. Assignments. Passing of information.
Can you give us some examples?
An example.
Yeah, you know, if it's, hey, murder 16 babies, I gotta tell you, I don't think that we're your people.
The Queen
it's
of
just not
Cormyr is holding a ball. I
Okay.
wish one of you to attend and tell me who is attempting to kill her.
I like that assignment.
That does seem very
That is an
reasonable.
example.
I also feel like Cecilia looks back at Artemisia, just look at her face.
I suspect someone of being one of the masked lords of Waterdeep. I need you to find out if it's true. That's another example.
I like that kind of mission.
There's a certain foolish mercantile queen on the streets of Westgate who is opening up buildings for the poor and rabble to dwell within. I need you to ruin her financially. That is another example.
So that one I feel like maybe we want to negotiate our way out of. We like things that help the poor of Westgate in general. Do we get to pick our assignments at all?
Well, you don't get to pick your assignments, but if you are effective agents, we can negotiate.
Okay.
What's our salary?
I may be the Dark Lord of the Zentarum, but I am not unreasonable.
I think our salary might be non-detection amulets and a teleport out of here.
Okay,
I mean,
how about health
in today's labor
It's a
market,
flat
in
fee
favor.
kind of situation.
In today's labor
that's a
market, in
good
favor.
question.
It's, yeah, very much.
If we work for you, so there's a couple of things you should. First of all, we are curious if there's any ongoing payment, just to keep track. Our accountant gets upset when we don't ask these questions. That's how you know we're a legitimate adventuring company. We have an accountant. We don't just put things in a jar in the hallway because apparently that's not actually good enough.
Resources will come to you.
Okay.
You operate out of Westgate, is that right?
That is correct.
Yes.
I recently ceded most of my interests in the city, ostensibly. It would not harm my cause to have competent agents in that place. My current Westgate agents have been, shall we say, disappointing.
Do we know them by any chance?
I do not know who you know.
So this
Who are
is when
they?
you tell us their names.
No, it is not. When I
Okay.
tell you their names is when you would replace them.
Oh, got it. Got it. Okay, so here's the other thing. Do you know I mentioned that chronomancer that you might like to take out?
Yes,
So
intriguing.
we are sort of in the middle of making sure that she doesn't destroy reality. So we're not going to be available for jobs. I mean, I guess if you need something right now, we are
Yes,
here.
yes. Adventuring
we need-
nonsense, I understand.
I mean, it's
You have
for all
quests
of
to
us,
save
really.
the world, I understand.
It's
I
not
will
going to
not
matter who's
interfere.
a masked lord if all the masked lords are wiped out of existence.
You make a fine point. I will not stop you from your quest to save the world. That is beyond my particular scope.
Okay. I think we need a quick group meeting. Is that just gonna look at the beholders? Is that acceptable? Just so we can make sure everybody's on the same page and nobody needs to be
So the
caught in a
beholder,
silent spell
the
for a
beholder
minute.
zombies just kind of drool at you.
Ew.
The beholder hovering by Manchun glares impatiently, and Manchun waves one hand.
Just
Take your
FYI,
time.
the entire time, Stong has just been making this face.
I mean, Artemisia isn't looking like she's a good idea either, but
Manchun beckons to Caliph and says, "Come, my dear, have you seen this book?"
Oh, Caliph, we need you for this pep
Caliph,
talk.
honey, you
Caliph's
come
like,
join-
"Oh, I gotta,
yeah,
you're right back."
no books.
Wow, he's really smart and very knowledgeable, and I like him a lot. We should take his bargain.
When has a book ever led to a problem?
Here's
Friends.
my feeling, guys.
I vote yes. Caliph says.
Dibs on the Cormyr mission.
So is that
Okay,
two
so Sturge
yeses?
is a yes and Caliph is a yes.
I think I'm a conditional yes because we can say yes now and sort this out later when the world doesn't end.
I've heard a lot of stories about this dude, and I think he's a bad man. We're talking to a bad man who works for a bad
He's a
organization.
bad man.
He's a bad man. And
Can we
even if
get
the
some-
missions sound okay, I feel like the ultimate end is bad. Bad, even.
So can we get
Bad,
a
bad
little
for who?
for
For the
viewers maybe who
world.
don't know who the Zentarum are? like a little primer? Because I only kind of know mafia. That's sort of as far as my
kind of mafia.
Okay,
They're kind of a criminal organization.
Yeah, so the Zentarum are a criminal organization of spies, like the CIA out of Zentil Keep, that are trying to dominate the region around their city and Faerun in general as much as possible.
But they're not associated with Fae.
No.
They are rivals.
They're
with
not
Fae.
friends.
Okay.
Shun and Zastam do not get along.
Wait, but aren't they bad?
Oh yeah.
They're bad.
Yeah, rival gangs.
Yeah, the bad guys are not friends in this world. You can definitely pick bad guys against bad guys.
Okay.
Competing conglomerates.
So
Yeah.
on a scale of evil and good, and if the Eye of Justice is right in the middle,
they're bad.
Where's the and the Night King's over here on the evil side?
Aye.
Where between the Eye of Justice and the Night King is the Zentarum?
Probably about where the Night King is.
Oh, I was gonna point
Maybe
out
a little
in
bit
5th
farther.
edition, you can, as a player character, be a member of the Zentarum, so they're not like the worst. Sometimes they team up with good people to do okay things, but it's usually not for a good reason.
Well, like I said, they're like the CIA. They do really bad things a lot.
But why?
But the CIA has better PR, maybe. At least in America.
Bad according to who?
The common people.
Oh.
But
so they do bad
again,
things to
if you're
common
pointed
people?
at something worse,
Mhm.
in which case you should read my book, Brimstone Angels, Lesser Evils, where the Harpers and the Zentarum team up against Netheril, who is
Rogar
the
takes a note.
worst.
Okay.
Yeah, there are bigger, worse evils in the world than the Zentarum.
But after that mission, you don't call him up to come over for drinks.
Yeah. But
Uh,
this guy, Manchun, there's a Zentarum and then there's Manchun. And that's like a whole nother can of worms, Steven.
Oh.
really?
Yeah.
He's
How?
bad.
Stone,
He's
how,
been
A can of
around
worms
a
is
long time.
bad.
how do you
Bad.
know of this fellow?
Oh, this is Yang Yang talking. This is not Stomp.
Ah.
talking,
Yeah,
right?
we're
Right
meta
there.
talking right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Because you asked a question, like a meta question.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
mean,
think
none of the
you team
thing-
up with Fae against someone else unless it's absolutely forced upon you. But you would
Oh.
team up with the Zentarum against someone else. But they will probably try and stab you in the back when it's efficient.
So none of the things he said, except for the last one, were very bad. They were rather neutral. It was just information gathering, spying. No,
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't-
that's what he
we weren't-
said.
we weren't being asked to be assassins.
It sounded pretty fun. We get to go to parties and
I mean,
drink and dance. And
I will return again to what is our other option for getting out of here?
No, there's
Say
not.
yes to his face, and then we'll deal with it. That's my vote.
We say yes, and we get invited to cool parties. But then if he asks us to do something bad, then we say no.
We don't answer his phone call, or his sending.
Hi.
New phone.
We're out.
Who dis?
Hey.
Oh,
New spell slot. Who dis?
he did say we can offer him something, maybe. And
okay.
like, do we
Do you have
anything?
something else to offer?
I mean, I've got a bunch of random items I could offer him and see what he says.
I think I have a loaf of dwarven bread,
seems-
maybe.
There you
What
go.
You have actual dirt on Lilton?
Oh yeah.
Except for the
Information.
bit about
Has to be real
Sturge
dirt.
being related to him. We probably shouldn't say anything
Oh,
about
probably
that.
should not say that.
No,
Hopefully
no, no,
the
no.
beholder
It's
is not the one
false.
with a good hearing.
False.
Well, so Sturge, what about Fane? Like, if the information revolves around her, like, I don't want to just like throw her to the wolves, but
Artemisia,
That's-
what about the ring? I don't wanna, just
I can't give that to him. I mean, I could tell him about it, but
I wouldn't do that.
I
If
wasn't
he
planning
did that,
to.
then the golden raven might be able to...
I could trap him in it.
I know, I'm kind
Aye.
of like, what if we just took Manchun in the ring? But then how do we get out of here? We don't know where the exit is. And then we have Manchun in a ring.
I mean, if we're underground, we can dig out. It might take us a long time, but he's in the ring. We rest, and then we dig our way out.
What do
We
you
will
do
run
then?
through the non-detection spell.
Do you hold like an auction for Manchun? You're like, we got him in this ring.
Okay, so we're non-detectable now because of where we are, right?
We know
So-
now where. Do we know where Gentle Keep is in relation to Westgate?
It is north of Westgate.
Okay, but is it on the same side of the Dragon Reach?
No.
Oh, so it's on the other side of the water.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
closer to Cormier then.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me I'll find us a map that'll be useful. Anyway, the beholder has floated over to Manchun, and some of its eye stalks are like caressing Manchun's shoulder. And Manchun's like,
nice.
Okay, should we
Just
leave
being
and give
real
them some
weird.
privacy?
Aye,
Yeah,
love is
like a
love.
real
Let them
super
have.
villain.
So if we
Okay,
stall till morning,
so-
we can teleport out, and then hopefully in
Ooh,
the
yeah.
overlap between, well, then the non-detection spell is going to go down. So then
whispering
we
sweet
can be
nothings to
found,
each other.
and so I guess there's maybe if we're fast enough, if we catch it right in the second that the teleportation turns on, and we could teleport back to where the necklaces are, that would work. But
Yeah.
good lord, that is risky. Like,
I mean, you think
I don't
being
like it.
indebted to the Zentarum and Manchun is not
I
risky?
mean, also, this plan involves figuring out a way to stall until dawn. How are we going to stall until dawn?
Oh my god, each of us tell him a story, and we never stop telling him stories.
Filibuster it. Filibuster it.
Yeah.
We get him drunk, and then we aye.
Okay, well, if we do stall and the teleportation comes back up, we go straight to Dark Hands again, and then we get another spell from Mirren. Because she said she can't do it forever, but she said she could do it again.
Oh yeah.
Guys, this feels
Do
so
we-
risky.
What makes you think that we can teleport from here? We got snared once while teleporting. Why wouldn't we just get snared again?
Wait, why are we sure we got snared?
We're
it would
not.
seem to be incidental.
What?
But we
Why-
don't,
what else would
I mean,
have
to
brought
be
us
fair,
here?
we don't know. Like we said, Rogar keeps sticking that in his backpack. Or
I I was having a hard time keeping the spa in mind because didn't have a great time last time, and then I started thinking about that and all the darkness that happened while we were there last time, and it probably shunted us here where it's all darkness and stuff. So
If you
But
had been here before, that would make sense, but this is
Aye.
totally unfamiliar.
Hang on a second. Just out of curiosity, she calls over to Manchun. What is the term of our employment?
1 year.
Is this
should
a
be
6 month
sufficient.
thing? What?
1 year would be sufficient.
How will you contact us?
We'll work out the specifics. Some magical, some mundane.
I like this arrangement. Let's do it.
I'm team to do it now and to figure it out later.
Question. Do you have any magic items you could throw in to sweeten the deal?
Spell scrolls,
There-
gust of
They don't
wind.
have to be anything too fancy. Just,
Or can you
I
be
have
the
to ask.
patron of this wonderful? What is the other side? Like, what is the beneficiary of a patron relationship? Like, what would you call that?
I
Just
don't
call it
know.
a warlock, but I don't
Warlock?
know.
Yeah, whatever. This is wonderful ex-warlock in front of you, who's in the market for a new patron.
Plane.
Oh, sorry.
If,
I don't got
if
any powers.
magical trinkets are what you wish, magical trinkets I can provide.
Oh, +3 weapons.
I said trinkets, not artifacts of great power.
Oh, right.
Oh, we thought that would be a trinket to you because you're so
All right.
powerful and rich.
Okay, so we've got three on. Maybe he'll take just 3 of us.
Spell
Perilous and Sturge?
scrolls.
Or are you guys in? Are you guys in?
Stom really does
Oh,
not
the
like
back
this
alley.
idea.
Those of you who
accept
choose to become my
half of us?
agents, if you wish to only some of you become my agents, that will be acceptable. I shall have to modify the memory of any who do not make this pact with me, however.
Ooh, that's no fun.
Ooh, guys, don't do that. I'm with Sturge. That is not a fun thing.
I shall simply erase your memories of this time together. And if I intrude on further memories, I'm sure those of you who do remember will notice.
I love that the two of us who have decided, like, okay, we're going to do this are also the two who've had our memory modified and are traumatized by it. So we're like, guys, it's way better. It's way better to sign on with the Mafia for a year than get your memory modified.
I mean, I'm fine with it if it means going to, like, you know, dancing and drinking at balls and stuff like that. I can do that.
Very
In a year,
well.
we could probably kick this guy's ass. I'm just saying.
I've always been an honest half-orc, and getting
my
involved
friend
with
here-
criminal organizations.
It's fine, Stong. I gotcha.
Thank you.
We'll figure out. So the only thing is, my friend here is under contract for a lot of bard performances that we really can't break without causing a lot of trouble. As
What an
his
excellent
manager, I
cover.
think it's better not to. So he's really not available for like last minute jobs. However, myself, my roguish friend here, our necromancer, and our cleric are all eager to join your organization for 1 year with magic item bonus.
Fantastic. I shall take you and your roguish friend then.
You don't want the cleric and the necromancer?
I dislike clerics, spell beggars. They serve a different master. One can never be certain of their loyalty.
Rogar's extraordinarily loyal, thank you. But
Yes.
if two
to
is
his
enough
patron. I understand.
to patron,
I prefer term goddess.
Fine. Whatever you wish to refer to her as.
Hey.
Gods, goddesses.
Eh.
What a pathetic concept. Simply powerful creatures that
Right. We get it.
worship and admiration.
Rogar says.
Sturge.
made your point.
Sturge is going to open up the book of stilled tongues and just say, God, you are right about this guy.
I know, right? You should take this deal, though. You could get secrets from him, is what it says on the page.
Somewhat?
Secrets from him.
Mm.
That's what it says on the page.
Uh-huh.
If you
Okay.
also take our cleric friend, I'll throw in this one-of-a-kind magic item that you can't get anywhere else.
What?
I think he's okay with less of us. That feels like it's okay.
Oh,
Unless Rogar, you were really keen to join the Shintaram.
Oh, I mean, it is. I'm not keen to have my memory.
It
wiped, I
has
guess, is-
has to have the memory thing.
Yeah.
Those of you who do not become my agents cannot know about this.
Oh, I'll be your agent. It's fine.
I don't want
mean-
you.
Passing.
Would this lime green goat head from the Temple of Annihilation change your mind? It once contained a spear of annihilation, so it is a great artifact.
Fine.
Goat head.
Here you go, take it. I can erase it off my sheet.
Fine. I shall take the dwarf as well.
And this goat head.
That just means I will need to shed 3 of my agents. Very well.
I just put the goat head on the table and just step away from it.
Okay, he waves his staff and blue energy swirls and materializes into 2 people standing right there. One of them is wearing kind of a black-gray duster, and the other looks, like a leather-clad adventurer. And they're like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, master!" And then he casually points at one who just turns to stone.
Stong is going to make significant eye contact with the three of you that signed on with him. All three at the same time. Significant eye contact at the same time.
Like 3 eyes.
Yeah.
You had given me an actual plan. This is the eye contact back. You give me an actual plan. I wouldn't have had to do this.
The reply back through eye contact is, there was so many things we could have tried, but we didn't really even try any of them. Okay.
They were all extremely time-sensitive things.
The second one says, no, wait. And Manchu just points at him, and this ray of black energy springs from his finger and just strikes the man dead.
Rogar's like, they were probably bad people though, right? So...
Rogar, you're the bad person now. I hate to break it to you.
You want your mind wiped? You can have your mind wipe instead.
He waves, and these amulets pull off of their necks and float over to Celia and Sturge.
Oh, thank you. What's this? What's this do?
It will protect you from scrying attempts.
Okay, I do enjoy that. Do you have any extras?
We'll get to that. I'm simply replacing agents. I need a third one. Yes, and he casts that spell again. And another person appears. This, a dwarf dressed in dark clothes with a beard stained with sea salt. And he appears and he says, the shrimps. You want the... Oh. Where am I, ladies?
Stong puts his hands over his ears. He doesn't want to know anything.
Oh, hello, friend.
No, Rogar. Rogar, say you don't want the deal.
You recognize this one as your dwarf contact, Faltest Fargazer.
No.
Oh no.
Not
And
salty.
he says, Sturge, what a surprise it is to see you. Manchun says, Fargazer, unfortunately, you are inferior to these new agents that I am recruiting. I'm sure you understand.
Rogar
says, you could just wipe his memory, right? Like, you don't need to, like, kill him. If you can wipe memories, then you can just wipe his memory.
True.
This
man is
or
a
your
friend of
memory?
mine. I would consider
His
it
memory.
a personal favor if you just wiped his memory. We have a history.
And what makes you think I would do you a personal favor?
I think it would be good business.
I love that we're like facing Manchun, and a lot of our conversation with him is, come on!
All right, okay, Rogar or Sturge, you can make a persuasion check.
Okay, I got a pretty darn good bonus on that.
All right.
Me too.
You do too? I got an 8. What do you got?
Bonus 8, I think.
Well, how about we do it
checks
together and you get advantage? I'm helping you. You get advantage.
Well,
Nice.
you can both make checks, and that's like making it with advantage. Oh, dang. Okay. So Rogar seems to exert some kind of influence over Manchun, who looks at him and he's like, very well. He points at Sturge, you said this man was a colleague or friend of yours.
We've done business.
He is your responsibility. If he shows any signs of remembering anything, you are to kill him immediately.
Understood.
Bad.
Good. Good. So he points at the dwarf, and there's another magic, and the dwarf goes, and just kind of collapses to the ground. Not dead, just unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Rogar says to Stong, see, we saved his life. It's a good thing.
For now? Did you not just hear what he said to Sturge?
But that's all that really matters, right? Now we can figure out the rest tomorrow.
The amulet lifts off his neck and floats over to Rogar. You see these amulets are marked with a Z symbol, a stylized Zentarum symbol.
Oh, it's an N. Look. He turns it sideways. Oh, it's an N.
But that symbol
nice.
only that symbol kind of fades and dissipates as you're looking at it, and you think that it would only appear when you want it to appear, while you are touching the amulet. Manshun says, "You are bound to me now. If you betray me for 1 year, if you betray me, it will not go well for you."
Oh.
No, of course not. We are very loyal employees. Question, when you say betray, how fine a point are we talking about? If you and I have a little fight, and I say to Sturge, boy, that man Shun drives a tough bargain, are we cool?
I'm not one of those mustache-twirling villains who executes minions because they disagree with them.
I'm gonna look over at the pile of ash that was the previous Gentarum. Like,
I only
okay.
execute minions when they have served their purpose and can do me no further good.
Point of fact, in 1 year, when we are no longer serving you, are we next in line for the instant statue pile of ash express?
Would you believe me if I said yes or no? I think you would consider it and worry about it for the entirety of that year. And I would not mind you to worry.
Okay.
We may have made a terrible mistake.
Now then,
Rogar,
you
Bye.
others who have not become my agents.
Or
wanted to say-
we
Forward.
just
okay, Rogar wanted to say to Artemisia while that was going on, like, oh, if you wiped your memory, is there something you want me to remind you of afterwards? Like, what's the most important thing to you?
Well, he's just wiping the memory of this, like, cavern, right?
do you want to remember
don't
the
know.
mimic fight?
I didn't kid.
The precious mimic fight
But
memories.
if he accidentally erases
All the
something
damage
else,
you did with the crown of stars.
Actually, she. I don't think Artemisia is too, like, she's really upset. I don't think she would think to say, "Tell me how awesome I looked with the crown of stars."
See, I realize in retrospect, the really crazy, scary mimic things should have caused you like wisdom damage just seeing the utter nonsense of those creatures. And then if you wiped your memory, that damage would go away. So it would make mechanical sense, but no, that didn't happen. So yeah, he's just gonna wipe your memories of being here in this in these tunnels.
Okay. I mean, honestly, Artemisia is just like, and steps right forward. She's like, oh, as soon as this is done, that's better.
You just put your head in his hands, like you just step forward and do it now.
Yes, he lifts up this gauntleted hand, which has little barbs at the end of the fingers,
Oh, cool.
and puts it over your forehead and casts his spell. Would you like to try and resist the spell, Rhiannon? Would you like Artemisia to try and resist?
I mean, yes, because I think that she's
Okay.
going into it like, I chose this, but I
Well,
don't
you
think she
do
likes
have
it. So
you do have advantage since it is, your elven heritage that would be helping you here. So go ahead
Okay.
and make a wisdom saving throw.
well, I needed the advantage and it didn't. It's still not great, but I'm glad I don't have that one. So that's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, Artemisia, like, you see all kinds of images flashing through your mind, and then you kind of stagger and collapse to the ground unconscious. Sarshan rushes forward and catches you, though.
Yay! Thank you.
Is Sarshan? He's not part of the deal, I take it.
Neither is Caliph.
Kayla said she was originally, but
He didn't accept her.
apparently you and I are the only ones he actually wants.
Manshun says, "Your companion and I have a different arrangement."
oh,
Kayla?
Caliph goes, "What?"
is it love?
Okay, Stong.
So before Stong steps up to Manchun, he's going to turn to Rogar. He's going to say, the one thing I want you to remember is that despite my own ideals, I believe it. I care about our friendship enough to help you try to get this deal.
Oh, thank you, Stone.
Really am against this whole thing, but it seemed like it's what you really wanted.
It seems like the best thing today, and like I said, tomorrow. We can figure it out tomorrow if it's bad. But everything so far today has been good. We got protection from detection. We saved this nice dwarf over here. We might get to go to parties and stuff. So far it's good, right? So if it gets bad, then we'll deal with it. We always deal with it, right? If things get bad. But I appreciate that you supported me even though you did not believe in that. So
all right. And so Stong goes over and puts his head in Manchun's gauntleted hand.
It's like a head massager.
Would you like to try and resist this spell?
Oh, heck yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Make a wisdom save.
5.
Manchun gets right in there. Right into your head and just like starts just shattering memories just all over the place. He's like, hey, get these memories out of the way. They're crowding me, trying to get erased.
Oh man, this is like when you're at the doctor's office and they give you like knockout gas and you're like, I wonder if it's working at all. And then just boom.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sarshan steps up to Manchun and he looks over at Cecilia and he says, I trust you.
I feel like I have led him into something really horrible here. But what
and
else
Manchun
is new?
says, yes, you cannot serve two masters. It's true.
What?
Significant look at Rogar.
well, he didn't serve me. Oh, he's talking about Cecilia, and Rogar says, yes, I understand what you mean.
Anyway, he puts his hand over Sarshan's head, and Sarshan goes, and Manchun, he starts trembling and shaking. And then, like, there's this magical pulse, and then Manchun staggers back. And he's like, what is in that man's head?
That's a really good question.
Sarshan is like, he did not fall unconscious. He's just standing there. He's like, where are we?
Quick question, boss. When you said you can't serve two masters, what were you talking about?
Manchun snarls and waves his staff, and this wave of energy comes at you, and you just teleport away. Just...
I don't like any of this. Any of this.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Not answer that question.
Frickin' NPCs, man.
Definitely. All right, well, that's it for Roll20, and that's all for the time we have for tonight as well. It's after 9, so we're done. Great, you have made a pact with Manchun of the Zentarum. Well, some of you have.
I feel good about where this is going.
We have time to figure it out. And once again,
Exactly.
like I said, it doesn't matter if the walls of Briarhouse are falling down if the entire timeline gets destroyed. So this
Exactly,
is
right?
tomorrow's Cecilia's problem.
Okay.
Right on, sister. Tomorrow's tomorrow.
Good deal. Well,
Also, Sturge, Rogar, we should be thinking about how to solve this problem later.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Although,
Well, he can't get us to make us do anything if he can't find us. And
that
That wasn't very smart giving us anti-detection amulet.
no, I'm sure that there's some way for him to find us there, but
I mean,
there'll
I feel
be a
like we
little
leave
bit-
these in the box at Briarhouse and we get the other ones.
yeah, exactly.
And we're just
There'll
like,
be a
oh,
little
sorry,
bit-
it was on the other line.
Oh, you
Yeah.
beast speech some like dogs or something. We time around the dogs, and that way they're just moving around Westgate, and you're always in Westgate. And
Oh, not beast speech.
All
oh,
right.
I'm sorry.
All right, everybody. There will be a little bit of extra stuff that we talk about afterward amongst the players. But otherwise, that's it for tonight. I have been Eric Scott B, DM of this campaign. Thank you so much for coming with us on this increasingly dark and strange journey. Take it away, Aaron.
I'm Aaron M. Evans. You can find me on Twitter at Aaron M. Evans. You can listen to my podcast, Writing About Dragons and Shit. New episode just dropped today with B. Dave Walters and Trevor Bettis, who I also host Champions of Lore with, where we talk about the lore behind the game of our sponsor, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Check it out at idlechampions.com.
Hey, I've been Rhiannon Held. And you can check out my books and all of our books. We have many different genres, many things for you guys to try out on dungeonscrawlers.com. My latest is the print edition. It's a combo edition of the first 4 novellas in my space opera series. It's called Idyllion, the Amsterdam Institute series. And tonight, thank you to our moderators, Meyerdug, Rumpus Imperator, and Seldry.
Hello, I'm Yang Wang. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And right after this, we're going to raid another channel. So please, please, please plug in your channel rating suggestions into the chat.
I'm Stephen Merlino. It is time for our giveaway. Woo! So I'm going to push the button, see what we get.
Sweet.
Boom! Monk of Greyhawk.
Oh,
Are you
hey,
there?
congratulations.
Hey.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Monk of Greyhawk. You
Awesome.
won a tray and choice of dice from Phoenix Dice.
I believe Monk of Greyhawk like won something like last week or something. So I mean, this might be 2 weeks in a row for him. It's our
Right
it's our
on.
buddy. I believe it's
man.
our buddy Kevin Webb, but maybe I'm misremembering.
So, Monk of Greyhawk, we will get in touch with you. Is that how that works, Yang Yang? How does that work?
Yeah, we'll be in touch. We'll
Okay.
message them over Twitch. They know the drill because they've won before.
All right.
Sweet.
And that's it for me. Oh, I do have one other thing to tell you about. We have lots of things on our website, and stand by. My script is loading. I do need a script. Unlike Cecilia, or rather, Aaron, I haven't memorized this. You can also find our past videos on our YouTube channel, linked on our Twitch page below. Be sure to click subscribe to support us and the bell to get notified as we add new content.
I love how Hidden Target says a rivalry is born. Like, our 2 biggest giveaway winners. Let's go! Also, Original Langston asked you for a link for the book, Rhiannon.
Oh, sure. I will get that.
Here it is.
So who's after Steven?
Me. So, Randy Henderson. I was getting Rhiannon's link. 'Cause I saw that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along with us. Thank you for all of the subscriptions and any bits that you've given us. It makes all the difference in the world. And check us out. Come join us on our Discord, where we continue to talk about the game. We talk about D&D. We talk about books and writing, because we're all writers. We talk about life. Lots of fun things over there. And if you're new to the stream, check out our website, where you can find information on all of the players, characters, NPCs, etc. Also, Aaron's book, Empire of Exiles, is on Goodreads and stuff. So start giving it some love out there, building the buzz. Comes out in the fall. Here's the link. And yeah, thank you all. We'll talk to you next week. Have a good time and stay scrawly.